Sup, nerds? How's it going? Is the audio fucked? I bet it's fucked. I haven't streamed in 84 years. And oh my god, I'd sue. This isn't Fortnite. No, it's the Game Awards. Refresh your screen. Refresh it. It'll be right if you refresh it. How's life? Life is good. You know, in the last little while, I got a new job, which I'm hoping will let me stream and do YouTube again, because god, I've been missing it lately. I'm missing it. I need to come back. And you know, the Game Awards is like kind of the perfect excuse too, because it's like my favorite stream of the year, so why not, right? Yeah, I'd sue Lozzie. I'd sue. I'd have to fly out again to win a legal battle. Damn straight. Actually, I think I'd have to sue you in a UK court, so I'd have to fly over there. Maybe it'll work out better in the long run, right? Who knows? Should we just get into it? This is not going to be a long stream, because it's after work right now, and my drive home from work took an entire hour and a half longer than I thought it would. So it's cutting it close for me tonight. But you know, maybe I'll do some more on the weekend or something. Who knows? Totally didn't almost go to Canada? You almost went to Canada this year? Hell yeah. Canada's great. Except for certain parts. We're having like a cost of living problem right now, which I guess everywhere is, but in Nova Scotia specifically is like real bad. Whoa. But it's fun to visit. It's so nice to visit. You love the music? The music's great. Bunkity bunk. If anybody isn't aware, I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube right now, just because it's a special event. Normally, when it's not a special event, I only stream on Twitch. So if you're on YouTube right now and you like the live stream vibe, twitch.tv/Cosmosis42. And if you're on Twitch and you prefer YouTube, youtube.com/Cosmosis. But yeah, I'm on both. So if ever I refer to chat that you don't see, it's probably on the other. Anyway, sorry, I know it's confusing, but I didn't have time to set up a little combined chat because of the aforementioned hour and a half drive home. So there's that, you know. I lost my template for stream thumbnails that I use for YouTube. So I gotta remake that on the weekend or something. Maybe I'll stream remaking that. That would be fun, right? Just hang out. Just a chill productivity stream, right? Who is this guy? I don't remember him either, dude. I don't know. Who the heck is this man? I don't know. I'm planning to make a return to YouTube as well. I've just been kind of brainstorming how to start my channel new. It's going to be the same channel. I'm not one of those people who deletes their channel or makes a new one or whatever, but I want to make different types of content, because as fun as reviews are, the way that I prefer to do them is just very time intensive. So what the heck? Oh no, wait. There it is. My overlay's all messed up. I forgot to check the overlay. Ah! How's it going, Syph? What up, dude? That's so funny. You might have Cosmo in stereo right now. Surround sound. Gonna go to your house with a flail? Yeah, do it. I dare you. Maybe we'll collab. The grid. Yeah, this is how I line up my stream before stream. And I totally forgot to do it this time anyway. It's just coincidence it worked out kind of well. But that's why the alert box wasn't there at first. It's going good. How are you? I'm good, dude. I'm good. I'm looking to do more YouTube and Twitch lately. I'll tell you what. Especially YouTube. But Twitch will be fun. Yeah. Oh, what's up, Vec? How you do? Yeah, I don't know. It's great. I miss doing YouTube and Twitch, and YouTube is really cool. And live streams are fun, especially when people show up for the live streams. I don't know about you guys. I've had some 0 viewer streams, as we all do, right? And when there's 0 viewers, it's like kind of draining. You know, you're talking to a wall for like a few hours straight. But when there's people here, it's like the most fulfilling thing ever. It's so good. And then also, I just want to make more YouTube, because YouTube is fun, right? Yeah, Haru, run away. It's Vec. You never know what he's gonna do to you. Good to see your beautiful face gracing our screens again. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. We love to see. This is my new setup for stream. I want to get a fill light so the background isn't so dark. But you know, I had to run back to Twitch chat. Hell yeah. So the purpose of this stream was to vote on the Game Awards nominees. And I personally, is your facial fuzz not like this stuff? Oh, it's bothering me. Oh yeah, I didn't have a chance to shave. My drive home was an hour and a half long. It's killing me. Okay. But okay, so I wanted to do this stream because I haven't seen most of the Game Awards nominees. I've seen a couple, just things that friends have been talking about a bit. So I haven't seen all of them. So I wanted to do the stream because, you know, I'm planning to do the Game Awards stream when the Game Awards actually airs. I figure I should probably stream before that so that it's not a surprise to anybody when I'm back. But yeah, how about we watch it? I mean, like, I don't normally watch the announcement video. I kind of just hop right into voting. But I'm kind of into the announcement vibe. Do we want to watch the video? This guy? This one? What do we think? Content creator one is a weird mix, but there's one that deserves to win. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Content creator ones are always weird, and so are like esports athlete ones and stuff like that. Lazi gonna spam back. Oh my god, you better watch out. Only if Jeff appears. Jeff will appear. Okay, let's turn off the music. Now it's quiet. Okay, let's do it. Let's watch the announcements. Let me know if it's too loud or not loud enough as well.
There have been so many great games in 2023, and on Thursday, December 7th, we will celebrate the best of the best.
This year was
10th
stacked,
Annual Game Awards,
though. Like this year,
everywhere,
every game
right
was a
here
banger.
at the Peacock Theater in Los Angeles. I'm Jeff.
Gotta have
Keighley,
Hogwarts Legacy here. Were you a fan of Hogwarts Legacy, Duchess?
Across more than 30 categories.
I'm torn on that one. Because like the developers in that hate J.K. Rowling just as much as I do. So I'm
This
like,
is going to be
you
a
know,
very special
but also
PGA
JK Rowling.
filled with new game announcements from teams
Ugh.
around the world, and in the coming weeks we will have much more to share. But now, I am honored to get to the task at hand. Here are the nominees as selected by our voting jury for
Mortal
the Game
Kombat was
Awards
not an option?
2023.
Ooh. Oh
Best
shit, okay.
performance, the nominees are Ben Starr as Clive, Final
Okay.
Fantasy 16. Cameron Monaghan as Cal Kestis, Star
People
Wars
loved
Jedi
him in the
Survivor.
first game too, didn't
Idris
they?
Elba as Solomon Reed, Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty. Melanie
has
Liebert
been-
as
it's
Saga
been a
Anderson,
great
Alan
year.
Wake 2. Neil Newbon as Astarion, Baldur's Gate 3. Yuri
Astarion.
Lowenthal as Peter Parker, Marvel's Spider-Man 2. For Best Ongoing Game, the nominees are Apex Legends, Cyberpunk 2077,
I'm
Final
surprised at
Fantasy
Cyberpunk,
14,
but they did kind of just like
Fortnite,
remake it, didn't
Genshin
they?
Impact. In the category of Best Multiplayer, presented by Discord,
He was good in both.
Baldur's
Oh,
Gate 3,
I still need to play them
Diablo
both.
4, Party Animals, Street
I
Fighter
forgot the
6,
Party Animals was
and
this
Super
year.
Mario Bros. Wonder. The nominees for Best Art Direction are Alan Wake 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Lies of P, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the
Yeah,
Kingdom.
you know what? All of these are
For
great.
Best Score and
I
Music,
wonder how many
nominees
thirsty
are
votes will.
Alan
Like
Wake
all
2,
of them.
Composer
Scythe?
Petri Alonko. Baldur's Gate 3, composer Borislav
Oh, the Baldur's
Slav.
Gate 3
Final
soundtrack was
Fantasy
weird to me.
16,
It was really
composer
good, but there's only like 2
Masatoshi
songs.
Hi-Fi Rush, audio director Shuichi Kobori, and The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh,
composed
Zelda.
by Nintendo
Zelda's
Sound
sweet.
Team. The best audio design nominees are Alan Wake 2, Dead Space, Marvel's Spider-Man 2. and
It's never
Resident
surprising to
Evil
me when
4.
horror games
Best
get the best
Adaptation
audio.
recognizes excellence in authentically
nominations.
creating shows, movies, and other creative endeavors.
It's like
based on video
horror
game
and
worlds
racing every year, right?
Here are this year's nominees for Best Adaptation.
Party Animals is pretty fun.
Castlevania
Hell
Nocturne,
yeah.
Gran
It reminds me of
Turismo,
like Gang Beasts and
The
stuff like
Last of
that.
Us, the Super Mario Brothers movie, and Twisted Metal. For Best Narrative, the nominees are
I didn't like Twisted
Alan
Metal, I'll
Wake
be
2,
honest with you. I didn't like
Baldur's
it
Gate
at all.
3, Cyberpunk 2077,
Like getting
Phantom Liberty,
spammed. Hell yeah,
Final
Vex is
Fantasy
thriving,
16,
I bet.
and Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Games for Impact celebrates
So far,
thought-provoking
no
games with
no
profound
nominations
pro-social
that
meaning.
make me go, that
This
is
year's
not
nominees
worthy.
are
You know, like
A
most
Space
years,
for
there's
the
like
Unbound,
half of them are like, why did
Chance
that
of
get
Sonar,
nominated?
Goodbye Volcano High,
Where Hogwarts?
Chia,
So true.
Terranil,
Still mad that
and
Tears of the Kingdom
Venba.
didn't get an audio
For
design
Best
nomination.
Independent
Ah.
Game, the
Yeah,
nominees
no, that
are
was a great.
Cocoon,
It did have
Dave
really
the
good
Diver,
audio.
Dredge,
Horror
Sea
games
of
can
Stars,
be ruined. Yeah.
and Viewfinder.
So Dave the Diver,
Best
right?
Mobile Game, the nominees are
That's not an
Final
indie
Fantasy
game.
VII Ever Crisis, Honkai Star Rail,
Okay,
Hello
Star.
Kitty Island Adventure,
I forgot.
Monster Hunter Now,
I forgot Hello Kitty Island Adventure is a real game now.
Best Community Support.
I just
acknowledges
think of it
the
from,
game
like,
for exceptional support,
That the World of
transparency,
Warcraft
and
episode of
responsiveness
South
to
Park,
players.
where
The
like
nominees are
Butters,
Baldur's Gate 3,
right? Doesn't
Cyberpunk
play.
2077,
Hello
Destiny
Kitty, what
2,
the heck? Yeah.
Final Fantasy
Hello Kitty
14,
Island Adventure was like
and
they name
No
dropped
Man's
that in
Sky.
South Park 10 years
Okay,
before
now
it
it's
actually
time for
came out.
Best Debut Indie Game, which recognizes a development
Blasphemous
team
2 wasn't
that
on
hasn't
there.
been on the TGA stage before. In fact, these teams published their first game in 2023. The nominees are
Thank you, Scythe.
Cocoon, Dredge,
Spam.
PC Tower, Venba,
Spam's expensive now.
and Viewfinder.
You gotta
Best VR
that
AR
that
game,
stuff.
the nominees are Gran Turismo 7, Humanity,
Humanity
Horizon
is
Call of
wait
the Mountain,
Humanity. Is that a
Resident
VR
Evil
AR
Village
game?
VR mode, and Synapse.
Is that
For
sorry
content creator of the
sorry
year,
to bother
the nominees
you.
are
You know what though?
Iron Man.
Even if it's not
People Make
spam, when
Games,
somebody comes in like,
Wackity,
sorry to bother you,
Scream,
I'm like, okay, red
and
flags, let's
Cyber
go.
DK.
Let's see
What's
how
your
they
most anticipated
treat everybody
upcoming
in
game?
chat.
Remember,
I'm
this
ready
has
for
to
the
be a game
trauma
that's
dump, you know?
officially announced. The nominees are Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hades 2,
Oh,
Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth,
I forgot about it.
Star
That.
Wars Outlaws, and Tekken 8.
These are really good
Nominees for
nominations.
Best Action Adventure Game are
I know, Duchess,
Alan
right?
Wake 2,
Well, it's because I took like a
Marvel
9-month
Spider-Man
hiatus this
2,
year. I put out one video.
Resident Evil 4,
Yikes.
Star Wars Jedi
Oof.
Survivor, and The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Ah, so
For
good.
Best Role-Playing Game, the jury selected
Baldur's Gate 3.
Final Fantasy 16.
They're like putting them in order.
Lies of P. Sea of Stars.
Lies of P was really good
and
too. It was a good
Starfield.
video though. Thanks,
In the
Scythe.
category of
I don't
best
know if you were
fighting,
here. You weren't here at the
nominees
beginning
are
when I was talking about
God of Rock,
I'm
Mortal Kombat 1,
rethinking my approach to
Nickelodeon's
YouTube
All-Star
videos. I think I
Brawl
want to do a
2,
different style.
Pocket
I like the
Bravery,
reviews, but they take so much
and
time. The
Street
way that
Fighter
I
6.
prefer to play games.
The nominees for best
So,
action game are
I'm thinking about it.
Armored Core 6,
I'll probably do
Fires
some
of
more
Rubicon,
streams about
Dead
it,
Island
maybe.
2,
I don't know.
Ghost Runner 2, Hi-Fi Rush, and Remnant 2.
Remnant 2.
Innovation and accessibility.
Yeah, I heard a
celebrates
lot of
games
people
that are
really
making
liked
our industry
Hogwarts, but the other
available
thing
and
is, right,
enjoyable to more people.
it's hard to
Selected by a
nominate
special committee of
Hogwarts in the Game
accessibility
Awards
experts. This
without
year's nominees for
seeming
innovation
like
and
they support
accessibility
J.K.
are
Rowling.
Diablo
You know?
4, Forza Motorsport,
It's like such a tough one. I don't think
Hi-Fi
anybody who
Rush,
plays Hogwarts Legacy is a bad
Marvel's
person. I
Spider-Man
personally
2,
don't. Right?
Mortal
Mostly
Kombat
because growing up, a
and
lot of my
Street Fighter
friends
6.
used
Next up, Best
Harry Potter
Family
as a
Game.
safe space.
Nominees are
So, you know,
Disney
if they want to
Illusion
keep
Island,
using that safe space, power
Party
to them.
Animal,
And the developers of that game
4,
hate J.K.
Sonic
Rowling. So,
Superstars, and
you know.
Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
but
The best sim
they
strategy
can't really
nominees
nominate
are
it because if they do, it
Advance
comes
Wars 1 and
off.
2, Reboot
It
Camp,
comes off really,
Cities Skylines 2,
you know, not
Company
good.
of Heroes 3, Fire Emblem Engage,
Oh, right.
and Pikmin
Fire
4.
Emblem. Pikmin
This
4.
year, these 5 games are nominated for Best Sports Racing.
I
Sports
want to play
FC
Pikmin. I've never
24,
played any of the Pikmin games.
F123,
And
Forza
1 and
Motorsport,
2 came out on
Hot Wheels
Switch.
Unleashed 2,
and 4 came out.
Turbocharged,
Like
and
at the same time,
Crew
almost.
Motorfest.
Now a look at our esports categories, starting with
These are the weird ones. I
Best
never recognize
esports game.
anything.
Nominees are Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, PUBG Mobile,
PUBG
and
Mobile.
Valorant. Your best esports
I'm gonna be
athlete
the
nominees
Pikmin.
are
Holy crap.
Demon 1,
I'm gonna be the little mains.
Hydra,
The little
Imperial
guys.
Hal.
The devs at one point were
and
actually telling
Fire.
people not to buy it.
The
Yeah.
best esports team are committee nominated
Yeah.
these teams. Evil
That's
Geniuses,
that's
Valorant,
super fair too, Scythe.
Fnatic,
Like the
Valorant,
developers of Hogwarts
Team
Legacy,
Gladiator,
they
Dota
despise
2,
JK. They
JD
put a
Gaming,
trans
League
character
of
in the game
Legends,
literally out of
and
spite. And
Team
you know what?
Vitality, Counter-Strike.
I love
The
that.
best
I love those
esports coach
guys. Those
nominees are
developers are great. I love
Potter,
them.
3 League of Legends World Championship.
That one's gonna win. League
Lasting
always
Paris
wins.
Major 2023.
For me.
All right, you ready? It's time for our final
The
two
big one.
categories. Best game direction, which recognizes extraordinary creative vision and innovation.
Evo
in
this
game
year went
direction
hard.
and
Which
design. This
what is
year's
Evo again?
nominees
What
are
game is Evo?
Alan Wake 2,
Ooh.
Baldur's Gate
Alan
3,
Wake 2. That was
Marvel's
so
Spider-Man
recent.
2, Super
Of
Mario
fighting
Brothers
games,
Wonder,
nice. That's
and
sick.
The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the
Oh
Kingdom.
yeah, cause the new Mortal Kombat and
Okay,
everything. Yeah,
finally,
Evo would
on
be.
behalf of the jury,
That would be
I am
sick this
proud
year.
to announce the 6 nominees.
There's a lot of fake
selected
names.
for
I don't know. Yeah, so
outstanding
true.
creative and technical excellence.
So true.
The nominees for Game of the Year at the Game Awards are
Alan Wake
Yeah,
2,
this-
developed by Remedy Entertainment.
A lot of the
Baldur's
categories
Gate
this
3
year
from Larian Studios.
are very
Marvel's
similar, aren't they?
Spider-Man 2 from Insomniac Games. Resident Evil 4 from
They're
Capcom.
all identical.
Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
That's the
from
thing. We
Nintendo.
had so many good
And
games this year,
The Legend of Zelda:
and they
Tears
still
of the
had
Kingdom
so
from
many
Nintendo.
repeats.
And there you have it. Those are your nominees.
They
for
got a lot
Game
more
Awards.
categories over the past
Highly
few. Yeah, they
competitive
added a
for
few
sure,
this
but
year
who will
alone.
come out on top? Well, you can help select the
I
winners
just find
by
esports
voting now
category
at
so biased because there's other cups and
and on
other
our
places
Discord
as
server.
tournaments or
I hope you
competitive
can join
games that
us
don't get as
live on
much.
Thursday, December
Oh, like
7th for the
Fortnite
Game
cups.
Awards.
I
TGA Orchestra
I
will be
kind of
back
want
on this
to
very stage,
watch
and as always,
a Fortnite
pay
tournament
tribute
or
to our
something. I
Game
feel
of the
like
Year
that would be
nominees.
fun.
And
I
yes, you can
the only
expect lots of news and
esports
updates
tournament
on
I've
what's
ever
ahead for
tuned into
games
was a
in
Rocket League one,
2024 and beyond.
and it was really fun to
Lock in your
watch.
votes and
It
get ready to
was.
celebrate
Rocket League's
10
impressive
years
too,
of the
like
Game
visually.
Awards. We'll see you live on Thursday, December 7th.
Okay, I've spoken over the entire announcements, and I listened to 2 or 3 of them. So now it's time to vote, baby. Let's go. Boom. We're on the Game Awards site. I need to log in, don't I? Do I need to log in? I do. Let me log in on my other screen. What do you mean? Let me log in. Let me use Twitch. I forgot to do this before the stream. Look, guys, I was busy. Okay, we're logged in now. Let's view all the categories. Okay, let's start at the end and work our way up, right? Because those are the least interesting ones. Cosmosis is my game with you. Oh, you're so sweet. They went through that thick and fast most of the list I was still processing. Yeah. I mean, you gotta too. Most people just skip straight to the website, right? It's like the stream or the video is just for people who are super hype, right? Best esports event? I'm saying Evo. I'm doing it. You know, because the games. Wow, this is slow. The games are great this year, right? And you guys are saying it went hard. I trust you. Right? Best esports coach. Who the heck are these guys? Didn't know they made a video about it? Yeah, this is my first time seeing the announcement video too. Like I've never seen it either. But I mean that's cool. That's cool, right? No way, video games. So true, Matt. I don't know when you message. I've not been paying enough attention to the YouTube chat. I'm so sorry. Out of these, I'd go Evo. Yeah, Evo is good. Evo's great. I mean, they all look great. I'm always disappointed that League wins every year. I don't have anything against them winning, but you know, you voted Potter because she looks happy. You know what? Yeah, Potter is bringing the energy. I'd want Potter as my coach. Everybody else looks bored. I love how slow the loading animation is after you vote too. My God, don't know any of these people. Me neither. These guys. I don't know, man. These guys are having the time of their lives. Look at them. They're bringing the energy. I'll vote for them. Main character energy. Yeah. Just switch to Twitch since I assumed us YouTube users are oppressed. Yeah, that's right. I'm so sorry. Listen, I tried to combine the chats before stream, but I got home from work an hour and a half later than I expected, so I did not have time to actually figure it out. So that's on me. That's on me, dude. That's my bad. There's articles indeed talking about a possible JK backlash being the reason. Yeah. Yeah, and you know what, Duchess? I think that's a fair reason to leave it off. It really is, right? Think about forgiving me. Well, at least I've got your consideration. You know, what more could a guy ask for, right? How you been, by the way, Matt? How you doing? I was watching a Scott the Woz video recently, and he was on the phone, and your voice came over it, and I was like, holy shit. I wasn't ready for it. I was like, I know this man. I got whiplash. God, I've heard of Fnatic and Vitality, but know nothing about either. Yeah. I don't know anything about these guys. Who's having the time of their lives, though? This guy, Hydra, I guess. He looks happy. We're going on vibes for the esports. My best esports game, though. Multi-stream, let's go. Multi-stream's so good. It's the best experience as a viewer and a streamer. It's so true. Working on self-improvement. I mean, that's the way to go, right? You always got to be doing it. At least in the background. Sometimes it's in the foreground. And you know, it's always a good thing. You've heard of Faker and that's it. Yeah. I've never heard of any of these guys. Have I? No, I've not heard of any of them. None of them. We love some Matt in the chat. It's so true. So true. The thing is, I'm thinking like, which of these would I rather watch? I guess I'd rather watch Valorant because it's like, it looks good. Hello from the red camp. Oh my god, cringe. Oh god, we're gonna have an ad break. You know what? Well, let's vote for best esports and then do a little ad break, so that we don't get like interrupted. Right? Twitch and its ads. I don't like it, man. I don't like it. I want to get rid of ads. You could argue JK would be the reason Hogwarts is not there. Yeah. At the same time, I'm pretty sure every one of the companies that have nominations have people working there with problematic viewpoints. Yeah, the problem with JK, like every company has some terrible people working at it. That's just because, you know, if you get enough people in the same room. But JK really profits off of it more than anybody else. And she gets publicity from it, right? And it's sad because, you know, the developers who worked on the game, apparently great people. So that's nice. But okay. I'm between Dota 2 and Valorant in the esports one. Because I feel like Valorant would be fun to watch. I've never watched it. Dota 2 is like, if I had to choose an esport to be good at, I feel like Dota 2 would be the most interesting one. But I don't know anything about, like, what did they do this year, right, that made them so good. You going to sleep? Good night, Duchess. Good night. Bye-bye. Sleep good. You hate the 4 sads. You turned off the automatic scheduler in favor of setting a schedule manually and just doing 3 minutes per hour. Yeah. I have the what do? I do a 1.5 minutes every half hour or something. I thought I did 3 minutes every hour. Anyway, I'll look at that another time. I might hit you up, Syph, because you've been streaming the whole time I haven't been, and I missed some updates. But yeah. I think I'm going to vote for Dota 2 because I find it interesting, even though I haven't really played any of these. That used to be the minimum, but they changed it recently. Ooh. Don't like that. I doubt it would have gotten Game of the Year anyway. Yeah, the competition's just too fierce. Okay, we're going to take a 1.5 minute break now because Twitch is going to interrupt with ads in 3 minutes anyway, so I'll be back in a 1.5 minutes, and we can look at the other nominations. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Are they gone? Is it gone? Sometimes it doesn't show people ads, right? So I'll just stick around. Why not? You know, for the people who don't get ads. Who's got ads? Who doesn't have ads? Hit me up. Who ain't got ads? Tell me. Anybody? We also missing music. Here we go. You got no ads? Hell yeah, let's go. Let's fucking go. Is it? No ads, let's go. Hell yeah. There they are. Oh, it's only giving you 60 seconds. That's even better, hey. Twitch's ad system is awful with its unskippable abrupt interruptions. Yeah, it is. Just use an extension that blocks video ads but keeps overlaid ones. Oh, can you do that on Twitch? Matt, I might ask you to send me a link to that extension. I might have to ask you for that. I have 2 ad blockers already and they don't block Twitch ads. What is up with that? Who knows? Who freaking knows? I'll DM you Discord with the Chrome extension later. Sick. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. 3 ads for me? Thanks, Twitch. Mr. Bulk, I feel like he's the only one with ads. They gave everybody's ads to him. No, 4, lovely. The funny thing is, too, if you're watching on YouTube right now, you're not... Like, if you just watched on YouTube instead of Twitch, right now, you're getting no ads. Mr. Bonk, you missed it. We conspired without you. Well, I guess you saw their half of the conversation. Yeah, and the ads are done. Hell yeah. I was still here the whole time. I'm sorry. For the no ads camp. Some people did not get ads. And you know what? YouTube didn't either, so. Yeah, you see, the thing about streaming on YouTube for me is like, I want to focus on my YouTube channel. That's my #1 goal, right? And I'm going to get there soon. I'm just like rethinking my whole content structure. So if I'm going to do that, I want to stream on YouTube. But I don't want to stream on YouTube so often that like people think of me as a streamer instead of a video maker on YouTube, right? Like that's the biggest struggle for me is like, I don't want to overtake. So I got to do Twitch as well, right? Twitch is also, I find it's a more seamless experience, even though you have to put up with the ads. But Twitch only does ads, so what can you do? You didn't heard anything. Oh no. Can you catch me lacking? Oh my god, I can't believe this. Here's the thing about the Content Creator of the Year award though, right? Like, who else? Who else could you even consider? You like people make it has to be people make games. Absolutely no contest. You only really know Iron Mouse. You know people make games, right? Don't you? I'd be surprised if you haven't watched a PMG video before. You only know Iron Mouse type. I'm surprised at that one. I'm really surprised at that one. You should look up people make games. They're so good. So good. We can actually have a call later if you want, because you're changing your strategy too. Okay, yeah. You know what, Matt? I'll take you up on that. It's always a good time to hang out with you anyway. So, yeah, I mean, hit me up whenever. Or maybe I'll hit you up. I don't know if I get time. That's the other thing. I gotta work on my time management. God. PMG does deserve it, yeah. Iron Mouse did a lot of good things for the community. I didn't know about that. I don't know anything about Iron Mouse. But I know PMG, to me, I'm looking at these guys, I'm like, PMG. Like, even, no matter how good Iron Mouse is, I feel like PMG. Yeah, the video about Roblox. Yeah, they did 2 videos, didn't they? Because they did the Roblox video, then they got mad at them, and they doubled down, right? You may have seen Iron Mouse on TikTok. Oh, yeah. I don't use TikTok, believe it or not. I put a couple videos on there, and that was it. Most anticipated game. Okay, here's the thing. All of these deserve the win. But for me, it's gotta be Hades. What did you guys vote for this one? I know, Lemonade Cafe, Haru. You liked Like a Dragon, right? Yeah. Yeah, Hades 2 for me, but Like a Dragon, that's a good one. You know Mouse from TikTok? Nice. Yeah, I just don't use TikTok. I rely on other people sending me good TikToks. You're not looking forward to any? Oh. Yeah, Hades isn't AAA or anything. That one's indie. But Hades is by Supergiant, which is my favorite game company, so, you know. Toss up between Final Fantasy VII and Hades, yeah. FF7, gosh, the remake of FF7, that's taken some time. I remember when they announced it, like 2007. Like, what the, jeez, man. This could be like 20 years. Like a Dragon 7, favorite game of all time. Nice. Supergiant are pretty great. Best adaptation. Oh god. Is Gran Turismo an adaptation? I don't think that's an adaptation. Isn't it based on some guy in real life who won a tournament? That's not an adaptation. What are you talking about? My instinct tells me to go with Castlevania on this one. I saw a little bit of Twisted Metal. I saw The Last of Us in the Super Mario Bros. Movie. They were good. They were pretty good. Isn't it True Story? Yeah. Nova, yeah. That's what I'm thinking, right? That's not an adaptation. Gran Turismo's... I do want to see Gran Turismo. It looks great, but I don't know. But yeah, my instinct says Castlevania must be the best one.
Mr_bonk_ just cheered 1000 bits. Love ya, my dude.
You're so generous. That's way too many bits, my guy. Thank you so much, though. I never know what to do when people cheer bits or subscribe. I'm just like, I'm so special. You only went Mario movie because it's the only one you have seen. Oh, yeah. You saw the FNAF one, too, recently. You loved it, didn't you? I haven't seen that yet. I want to. Really bad. A direct... Yeah, right, Matt? Direct adaptation would just be a car movie. Oh, gosh. They made some decisions with The Last of Us that I didn't like. And they made some that I really liked. And just the quality was really up there. I thought the Mario movie was great. But, like, it also felt a little corporate for me. So The Last of Us is the way to go. Personally, just because I haven't seen Castlevania, but like I feel like Castlevania deserves the win. I kind of do. I haven't heard anything about Nocturne either. FNAF was really fun. Yeah, that's what I hear. Like even the people who think it's a bad movie have come out, and the way they tell me it's a bad movie, it sounds like they had fun. And what more could you ask for from a movie like that, right? What are your thoughts on the Zelda movie? Oh, yeah, I don't know yet. I'm excited for it, but like, if they could just cast a bunch of unknowns, make it like the IGN trailer from back in the day, you know what I mean? That would be awesome. But I don't know how to feel. I don't know yet. The people who they've got working on it right now are fine. Nothing wrong with those guys, you know? A lot of people nitpick and they're like, look how bad the movies they've made are. But you can also nitpick and say, look how good the movies they made are. Right? Mario's amazing when you're seeing it on a big screen. Once you watch it on your home screen, you can play Mario games on. Some of the magic is lost. That makes sense. I found the Super Mario Bros. Movie was way too fast for me. I don't have a TikTok attention span. I'm like, I want slower movies, and I went to see Mario, and it was so fast, and it needed to be fast. It was very clear they had to make it that way. But woof, it was so much. I'm old now. You're tentatively excited for Zelda, yeah. It was like a true slap dang. Oh, I haven't seen it at home yet. Best multiplayer. The thing about best multiplayer is, like, I love Baldur's Gate, but it's a story-based game, and I find story games not that great in multiplayer. Super Mario Bros. Wonder was really cool, but it felt like 4 people playing single-player Mario on the same screen. You know, it wasn't as interactive as, like, new Super Mario Bros. Were. Street Fighter looks incredible. Party Animals looks really fun. Diablo 4, I played it. I honestly not a huge fan. Like, I really wanted to be into it, but I don't know. I feel like I'd prefer to go back and play Torchlight 2, you know? Yeah, that's true. The thing about, yeah, there's a lot of options it gives you. And it is great. And you get a lot of fun situations from playing multiplayer. But I'm tempted to say Street Fighter 6. I don't know. Baldur's Gate, I played so much Baldur's Gate. But I didn't play much multiplayer. I found myself avoiding playing it multiplayer until I finished it. And then by then, nobody wanted to play anymore. They were all burnt out on it. Wonders Online was weird. It's one of the best ways to go about it. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it definitely seemed like there was a sense of community. For sure. I played it couch co-op with some friends. And the couch co-op was fun. But that's where I meant that it feels like a bunch of people playing single player on the same screen, right? The couch co-op just, it didn't hit that new Super Mario Bros. Vibe for me. The single player version of the game, whoo, but yeah, I don't know. Multiplayer didn't get it for me. You haven't tried Baldur's Gate 3 multiplayer yet. It is such a long story game. I don't know. I can't see myself finishing a playthrough with other people, but if you ever did want to try it out, I do have Baldur's Gate, so hit me up, right? I'm going to vote Street Fighter. I really want to play Party Animals. I really want to play this game, but I haven't, so I don't know. Baldur's Gate 3, Diablo 4, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder, arguably single-player experiences. Yeah. Diablo 4 feels like it should be multiplayer to me, though. But maybe that's because of my MMO experience, right? The other two are designed to be multiplayer. Yeah, that's why, yeah, more deserving. I tend to agree. It at least gets bonus points for it, you know? There seems to be one game that eats up nearly every nomination. Yeah, this year's Baldur's Gate. Sweet, right? I got a Twitch itch again. My nose gets itchy every time I'm Twitch. Yeah, Gang Beast, but better. Yeah, that's why I want, you know. This is rough for me. I find it funny how it's almost all racing this time. The first Hot Wheels game was so good, except the AI, like the bot cars, were so bad. And then they monetized it so bad. But also, I'm gonna vote for it. I never played any of these games, but out of all of these, Hot Wheels is the only one I could think of playing. Like, oh gosh. Matt, the the last Hot Wheels game, Matt, was really good, but it's hard to play single player just because the AI's like kind of unfair. And it's hard to play multiplayer because they monetized it so hard that most people don't really stick around. But if you ever end up in possession of it, I do own a copy, so hit me up and we'll play together. You think it's going to be Zelda or Baldur's for Game of the Year? Yeah, I think so too. Best sim/strategy. God, I don't know. Pikmin 4. It's got to be Pikmin 4, right? Masterpiece? Yeah, it is Masterpiece. Racing games are in such a massive drought, so hard to find a... Yeah, that's the thing, right? There's a lot of yearly games that are just as good as they used to be, but there's not a lot of new ones. I want a new Burnout. I want a new Burnout so bad. Yeah, for this one, it's between Pikmin 4 and Advance Wars for me. But I think Pikmin 4, like, God, it's so good. City Skylines looks good, but more in like a simulation kind of way than like a gameplay kind of way. I do want to play it, but yeah, my computer's not powerful enough for that. Resistor though, yeah, Resistor looks great. What the heck? You've been eating well as a racing fan with Mario Kart 8. Yeah, Mario Kart 8's pass. Oh God, it's so good, dude. What a solid, yeah. And you can get it for free if you have the NSO expansion pack or whatever. The best racing games are the ones that aren't getting those yearly cash-ins. Yeah, I agree. The yearly cash-ins are kind of fine for simulation racers, I find. But like racing games that don't care about being super realistic and having super realistic controls and stuff, like stuff like Burnout, you know, Burnout's my favorite. Burnout and Blur, probably my favorite racing games. I would kill for another of either of those. Explain this to me. I'm watching your stream, but Steam is telling me that I can't download Baldur's Gate 3 because oh no. Are the Steam servers down? When's our next ad, by the way? I gotta find out. Oh, we got 17 minutes. We're fine. Best family game. This is hard. This is tough. I'm good. Super Mario Bros. Wonder, I want it to win, but at the same time, family game? Pikmin 4 doesn't feel like a family game because it's not like multiplayer, right? Sonic Superstars is pretty great, and it's entry level, like kids can play it really easily. Super Mario Bros. Wonder's hard, but it's also multiplayer. You can play Super Mario Bros. Wonder with your mom and dad. So it has to win, right? It has to. Out of all these, like, I guess Party Animals. Party Animals might be the best one, actually, by that logic. I voted Mario. I kind of want to change my vote now. Party Animals. Out of all the ones that I could see myself playing with my boomer parents, right? It's Mario or Party Animals 100% of the way. Disney Illusion Island is decent. Hell yeah. That's good. You picked up the Switch version of Burnout Paradise. I'm interested to know how good it is. I got the remastered one for PS4, and I've been playing on my PS5. It's great. It's so good. We're long overdue. Yeah. We're long overdue for Blur 2. Can't believe they cancel it. EA bought the studio, closed them right down. So, has anybody played All-Star Brawl 2? Is that out? I thought that wasn't out yet. You think Super Mario Bros. Will have a larger user base and get the votes? Yeah. That's the thing, Syph, is like, I could convince my parents to play Party Animals, but my mom played the first Mario game. It would be easy to convince her to play the new one. It's out digitally, not physically. Okay. What do we think about that one? Because, like, if I'm looking at these, it feels like it's between Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. But if All-Star Brawl 2 is good, right? I personally like Street Fighter's aesthetic more, so like I gotta vote for that. You haven't played the first one? Yeah, there is a second one, and it looks improved. It looks really improved, like very improved. They also, they actually had a budget this time. Last time they didn't even have voice acting. It was like weirdly quiet and stuff. And now they've got sound design, which is like, you know, I'd say bare minimum, but you know, Best RPG. My vote's for Baldur's Gate 3 on this one. For sure. Lies of P, I think, stands to be a good contender. And Starfield is so widespread that it might win. And I will be sad if Starfield wins over Baldur's Gate 3. But you've heard it. Yeah, I've heard really good things about Sea of Stars as well. It'd be interesting to see that one take the win. But I really think it's between Baldur's Gate and Starfield. I really do. But Lies of P, I've heard so many good things about that one as well. I didn't hear anything good about Final Fantasy 16. I never heard anything bad either. You know? You want to play Nick All-Stars but no tap jump? Oh, I don't like tap jump personally. You're mad that the devs didn't give anything about the people who bought the first game on day one? Felt like they just discarded the people who played and enjoyed the first one. Oh, that's rough. That sucks, man. That sucks. Best action/adventure. All of these are so good. Every single one of these deserves the win. You know what? I've loved Zelda. And I'm really excited to play Alan Wake. I have not had a chance to play Alan Wake. I really want to play Spider-Man 2 as well, but one of these days you will regret not playing Alan Wake sooner. Vec, that ship has sailed. I regret not playing Alan Wake sooner as of 5 years ago. Okay, as of 10 years ago. Are you kidding? I remember looking at Alan Wake in like 2015 and buying it when I was in university when I had no money. It was on sale and I was like, I really want to play these games. And I still haven't. So, I don't know. You tell me if I regret it, right? Best action adventure. I feel like it has to be Zelda. I think I would be happy if any of these won. You never ended Alan Wake 1. I gotta play. I gotta play that one. But now that the remaster's out, I want to play that. I want to play the remaster instead. You actually played 4 or 5 of these. Yeah, it's so rare for me to play all of the games in the Game Awards. So rare. Spider-Man oh yeah. I've heard really good things about Spider-Man. It looks incredible. I feel like if I had played all of these, I'd probably be closer to voting for Alan Wake 2 and Spider-Man. But Tears of the Kingdom just seems like it's such a big thing with such creative tools that it kind of feels like it deserves the win in that category, right? You don't have a PS5. Yeah, that's fair. At least they're putting out the Slim now. Maybe they'll have a budget model eventually, but you know, gotta work with what you got, right? It took me 4 years to play Spider-Man 1. My brother gave it to me at Christmas, I think, and it just sat in plastic wrap on my shelf for 4 years. Best action game. Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush looks so unique. It looks so fun. It looks great. These other games, I haven't given a thought about. I saw all of these were coming out. Dead Island 2, that's cool that it actually got a release. But I never felt like tempted to play any of these except for Hi-Fi Rush. Based on the art you're drawn to Hi-Fi or Remnant. Yeah, Remnant looks cool, doesn't it? Scythe, Hi-Fi, I've heard no shortage of compliments, you know? You going to bed? Good night, Lazzy. Good night. Yeah, Hi-Fi Rush is so cool. And it's like a rhythm game, but they have royalty-free versions of all the music, and they nail the style. It's crazy. Good night. I didn't know that Humanity was VR AR. Humanity strikes me like the type of thing that I would not want to play in VR AR. Synapse looks cool though. I feel like I gotta vote for Synapse because that one's like built from the ground up to be VR, right? Just like Horizon Call of the Mountain and I guess Humanity, even though it doesn't really look like it. But Resident Evil and Gran Turismo aren't even really VR games, you know? You going to sleep, Mr. Bonk? Good night. Thanks for tuning in. We're like halfway done anyway, right? We'll be done soon, I think. We got 10 minutes until the ad. Maybe we can beat the ad, right? Best mobile game. Terra Nil. Ugh. I'm voting Terra Nil. I don't really have any interest in these other ones. Hello Kitty looks really cute. Out of all of these ones that I haven't played, Hello Kitty is probably the one that I would lean toward the most, but Terra Nil is so good. If GT Sport is anything to go on, GT7 will have it tacked on as an afterthought. That's sad, especially in a racing game. Like the most accessible way to get like a racing setup in a game is to use VR. Oh yeah, the little Kirby. He was like in a, you know those, you can get little like squishy. Here's another one, squishy like blind box stress ball Kirbys. I got a bunch of those and just scattered them around. So I've got a few sitting on my desk. Can he sit there? There you go. There you go. Now we got two. Best debut indie. All of these are so good, man. Cocoon looks incredible. Dredge looks, oh man, I would love to play Dredge. Unless you get motion sickness in VR, which case yeah, that's true. Triple monitors and a VR headset are about the same price too, to be honest, depending on the resolution. You don't need to be high resolution with a racing game because everything's moving so fast. I think for this one, it's between Cocoon and Dredge for me. Viewfinder looks incredible. That would be so hard to program. I think I gotta go with Dredge. You have Venba? Haven't played it. I've heard a lot of good things about Venba too. It looks really cute. It looks really great. Was that one nominated for Games for Impact? I don't remember. Oh, this is the controversial one. Best independent game. Right. I know people in my neck of woods were obsessed with Pizza Tower. Oh yeah, mine too. This was a controversial category because Dave the Diver, I don't know if you know this, Mint Rocket, right, is not a game studio. Nexon Games published Dave the Diver, which immediately makes it not indie because this is outside the traditional publisher system and Nexon is a traditional publisher. But Mint Rocket isn't its own company. It's a division of Nexon. So it was made by a team at Nexon that happens to have their own name. So this is like quintessentially as far from indie as you can get, minus the aesthetic. So it's very controversial. I have a feeling Sea of Stars is going to win this. But personally, Viewfinder, Dredge, Cocoon, just like the last category, one of these I feel like I love Cocoon. I think Viewfinder, I don't know. Dredge is the one that I most want to play, but the one that looks the best, that's tough. I feel like Viewfinder is the most impactful one because of the mechanics, but we're getting so many of these like non-Euclidean games. I don't know. They are technically self-published, pretended to be an indie dev, yeah. Hey, Matt Horton, how you doing? Is Cocoon for me? Yeah, you know what? Gosh. Like, it's just such a hard choice, because I feel like Dredge is the one I'd most likely play, but also Cocoon just looks... I don't know what it is about Cocoon. I'm going to vote Cocoon too. It just, the way that everything plays together and the way it looks and sounds and everything, it's just, I haven't played it, but it, you know? If it was eligible, you'd add Risk of Rain Returns. Oh yeah. Yeah, you've been going hard at that one, right? Indie equals, yeah, it does. Pixel art to most people. It's a shame, right? I'm just Matt Horton. There's a few Matts in chat right now. I've just noticed your YouTube comments. I'm so sorry. I went live right after work and I was home an hour and a half late. So I didn't get a chance to like put chats on screen or change my setup. And it's been a while since I made a video or a stream or anything. So I just hit play and it, I went live on both, so. Sorry. What were you saying? Dave the Diver situation is a mess. Yeah. No, it really, that was a mess. Cause yeah, I don't know when you popped in, But I was explaining to everyone that the company that made Dave the Diver, Mint Rocket, yeah, it's not even its own company. It's just a division of Nexon. That's so dumb. You're close to the 60-hour mark. Jeez. Nice. Crazy how No Man's Sky has changed. Yeah. Best community support. Baldur's Gate had good community support, but at the same time, it was a new game, and all new games have to do that kind of support. The best community support from Baldur's Gate, I don't think came from... I don't think it came from this year. I think it came from last year or the year before when it was in early access. I don't know. I have a hard time voting that one. Cyberpunk 2077 might win my vote for best ongoing. I'm never a fan of games like that. I haven't played Cyberpunk, but I know they basically redid the entire game a la No Man's Sky. So maybe it's great now. But I want to vote for No Man's Sky. They fired the community team? No way! Oh, I don't like that. That's... Gosh. I thought it was just nominated because it's popular, to be honest. I don't know anything about Destiny. I know nobody hates Destiny more than Destiny fans, right? Gosh. Best ongoing. See, this is a weird one. Personally, I play a lot of Fortnite now ever since No Build came out, and I gotta say, I do not like the direction they're going. I still love it. I still play it all the time. So, I mean, if anybody wants to join me, hit me up. Thanks for the follow. Hey. Yeah, if anybody wants to play Fortnite with me, I'm always available. Totally hit me up. But I do not like the direction they're going. And I do appreciate that Cyberpunk basically remade their entire game. So, you know, and follow me here. Hey, I mean, what can you do? Do you stream on Twitch? Because I don't think I followed you on here either. Love your videos. By the way, anybody who hasn't seen any of Matt Horton's videos, they're great. You should go subscribe right now. On YouTube at least, right? Rarely, but you do? Well, everybody go subscribe on YouTube at least. They're really good videos. Not a fan of Fortnite. Tried a few times and can't get into it at all. Yeah, I did as well before No Build. But then when No Build came out, I got really into it. It's weird. I hated it. Went through a Marvel Snap streaming phase. Yeah. Gosh, I've been thinking about streaming some Marvel Snap, but I haven't played in a while. The thing about that game, right? I love the game. It's so good. But when I open a game and I see an item shop and items in it are just so overpriced, it puts this bad taste in my mouth. I'll have fun playing, but then I won't be likely to launch it next time because I'm like, I don't want to look at those prices. I'd be down to friendly battle. Yeah. My cards are old. I don't know if like there's any power creep, but you know, I'm totally down anytime. Hit me up. Games for Impact. I think Terra Nil's getting mine. There are a lot of really good ones here, but Terra Nil's the one I paid the most attention to personally. I do feel like there's a very good precedent for Venba or Goodbye Volcano High to win. Bye, Kirby. Bye. Yeah, Terra Nil is so good. Yeah. I don't know. For me, I've been caring a lot about environmental stuff lately. And the way that Terra Nil is presented, just like if it's going to have impact on me personally, that's kind of the way right now that I'm leaning. So keep the microtransactions out of my face, please. Yeah, Marvel Snap is weird. Syph, let me explain this. Okay, Marvel Snap. You have a deck of 12 cards, right? And you can get skins for your cards. The cards themselves, you can get them for free kind of easily. They've been making it easier along the way to get the new ones. You know, if there's one you want. But you pay for skins, right? You can also get free skins, but you pay for skins for your cards. So for me, like I've got a 12 card deck. $3 a skin sounds like a good amount. That's still like $40 almost for a deck of cards, right? But no, they'll charge like $50 for one card skin out of 12 in your deck. It's you need to play Venba. So do I need to play like all of these. I need to play all of them, to be honest. I saw a lot of stuff with Chia, and to be honest, that one didn't really draw me in. It felt like a copy paste of a lot of different mechanics from a lot of different games. $3, where's that discount? I'm saying they should be. That's my opinion. That's how much they're worth to me. I'd pay $3 for one, but you know, I'm also Canadian, so that's more like $2, isn't it? Gosh, yeah, no, Canadians messed up because like, if a skin in a game is $10, it'll cost me $14. So, you know, microtransactions are hard to support. Innovation in accessibility. Has anybody played these? I haven't played any of these. And I don't know anything about their accessibility. It was an easy vote when Last of Us 2 was nominated, but how good is the hi-fi? Looks incredible, first of all. How good are the accessibility games, accessibility settings in those games? Wait, there's modern controls. What are the modern controls? Insomniac's apparently really good. Nice. I like when games have a bunch of little individual settings you can tweak, right? You've only played Spidey 2? Well, that's the one that's nominated. Gosh, yeah, I gotta watch out for the conversion with the microtransactions. You really do. I don't know. I'm tempted to say here's the thing, okay? Diablo 4 should never have been nominated for this. It's so inaccessible. I don't know. The fact that it's on here, I'd rather ignore that altogether. Good stuff in it. Simplifying QTEs and stuff. Yeah. Modern controls make certain inputs and combos accessible. Okay. You know what? If we're talking innovation, I think I want to go with Street Fighter then. Because fighting games have always been really inaccessible. And even if they're still not very accessible, the fact that they're innovating how fighting games can be played, I think is more meaningful to me. To look at that and be like, okay, this one genre that's always been super inaccessible is now more accessible than it's ever been. And even if that's still not as accessible as something like Hi-Fi Rush or Spider-Man or Forza or whatever, I think the bigger step means more than where it's currently at, right? It's more about the progress to me. Best performance? You know what? I gotta vote Neil Lubin. Because I played so much Baldur's Gate 3, and out of all the characters in Baldur's Gate 3, to be honest, I think his performance is the best one. Oh, do they have auto combos in Fighter Z? He was Asterion. He was the sexy vampire man. But his performance had the most character out of anybody in that game. They were all great. I really liked all the characters, but Asterion is... God, Asterion. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. I'm always surprised when I see Yuri Lowenthal, because I never expect him to sound like Peter Parker. I never do. But then you look at Cameron Monaghan. Gosh. Looks exactly like the character. What a coincidence. Can you believe they managed to cast somebody who looks exactly like the character model they made? Wild. You love Cameron as Cal? Yeah. But Neil is part of the reason you got Baldur's Gate 3. It's so for a lot of people, right? You voted for the Thirst, and you can't stop me. Best audio design? Yeah. How could you not vote for Hi-Fi Rush out of this, right? Like, horror games always have to have great audio design, so it's good to see 3 of those on here. But it's a rhythm game. And the royalty-free tracks... God, this loading is so slow. The royalty-free tracks in Hi-Fi Rush, if you haven't listened to them, go give them a listen, because they're impressive. They're really impressive. They rule. Yeah, they really do. I think on that note, though, Twitch is giving me notifications that they're gonna do ads soon. So I'm gonna do a 1.5 minute ad break right now. And if you want to keep watching during the ad break, but Twitch gives you ads, the workaround is go to YouTube. But it won't give everybody ads. I guess it doesn't always do that. So we'll see. I'm just gonna press the button. They were made in-house though, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But I'm gonna run this now. There it goes, I think. Are we in ads? We're in ads. Who doesn't have an ad? Raise your hand. You going to bed? I'm gonna type in chat so Syph can see me, just in case. Who's got ads? Anybody no ads? No ads. Nice. I love that. What a weird thing that you can run ads on purpose. You can just purposely hit it and be like, I'm gonna go take a break. I'm gonna run some ads, and then a lot of people don't get them. I don't know. It's weird. In-house by the glass pyramids. No ads. What? Wait, what? Too big to fail by the glass pyramids. Is that what you're saying? Oh yeah. I don't pay for YouTube Premium, but that's a good shout. That is a good shout. I like, my problem with YouTube streams are how the chat system works. I'm not a fan of the YouTube chat system. But YouTube streams, I really like it. I like being on YouTube. I like the player on YouTube. I don't like the chat system. That's it. That's really all that's stopping me. I keep forgetting to switch back to the YouTube tab I have when I run the Twitch ads though, so that's why I missed your messages over there the first time. But it's fun. It's good. I want to get into doing event streams on YouTube like once a month, in addition to making videos, but I'm only just getting back to like brainstorming some videos because my last job, I worked 10-hour days plus commute some days, so it was like I'd come home and I'd be way too tired to think about it. But my new job is really great. I used to get off work at 7 o'clock or get home at 9 o'clock if I was commuting. And at my new job, I'm done at 4:30. So, hey, maybe I could do it again, you know? But I'm starting from scratch. I'm brainstorming more than just, I used to do reviews and they're really fun and easy to make, but they take so much time. Just the premiere chat with no alteration. Yeah, it's okay for non-live events like premieres, but I don't, it's rough. Best score in music is Hi-Fi Rush for me on this one as well. I really liked the music in Baldur's Gate 3, and I think I said this earlier, but the music in Baldur's Gate 3, there's like 20 tracks on the soundtrack, but there's only like 2 songs. They all sound the same, just different cadence or instruments, and you know, it's great, but when you play that game for 150 hours, like I did, because that's how long it took to finish the game, you hear the same riff over and over and over again. It gets old fast. Best art direction. Oh, God, Hi-Fi Rush, sweeping. I can't, like, that takes no time to even think about, to be completely honest with you. Like, I love the new art from Mario. I love everything Zelda, because who doesn't? Lies of P is a really interesting art style for, it's a really nice art style for a Souls-like game, and Alan Wake is, it's an aesthetic. That's mostly photorealism, right? But Hi-Fi Rush, I just like the style. It's so stylized. I don't know. You'd really look at Wonder for this one, personally? Wonder's so good, though. I really like every single thing about Mario between this and the last game, the last 2, New Super Mario Bros. Every tiny little thing is so improved. Gosh. Onward and upward. Yeah, I don't know. Mario Bros. It's definitely my second place, I think. It's a tough choice, but I really think how stylized Hi-Fi Rush is calls out to me. Because as much as Super Mario looks brilliant, it does share a lot of similarities to a lot of other 3D animations out there right now. And I like the uniqueness of hi-fi more than anything, more than the quality. You love 3D World too? Yeah, I forgot about 3D World, actually. I like 3D World. A lot of people call it a 3D Mario game, and obviously it's got 3D in the title, so of course it's a 3D Mario game. But for some reason, when I think of it, I'm like, is it? Yeah, it is a 2D. It's a 2D game because it's structured like a 2D game. Like, it doesn't really fit in with Odyssey or 64 or Sunshine or Galaxy even. Although Galaxy is pretty close to the 2D structure as well, right? It's pretty close. But yeah, I think of it as a 2D game with one extra dimension. My nose gets so itchy on streams. I'm so sorry, guys. It's the Twitch itch. As soon as the camera's on you, you're like, ugh. 3D World plays more like a... Yeah, that's what I mean, right? And I've been meaning to play Bowser's Fury. I haven't gotten around to it yet. But that one seems like a bunch of mini levels scattered throughout one hub world, which is still really interesting. I'm still really into that. That looks cool, but yeah, I don't know how I feel about it yet. I really got to play it. Looks great. Best narrative. Baldur's Gate 3 is an interesting one because the narrative is really cool. It's really interesting. But it is one of those times where the length of the game and the mechanics of the game kind of get in the way of the narrative. Because sometimes there's so much time between narrative beats that, like, I don't know. I really loved Baldur's Gate. But I feel like if I were to play Alan Wake 2 or Spider-Man 2, those would end up being my favorite narratives of this year. One of those. This was great. As a D&D fan, Baldur's Gate 3 was really cool. There's a lot of, like, for anybody who doesn't know this about me, I have a complete collection of every single 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons book. I'm really into D&D. So there's a bunch of D&D lore stuff that is, like, really cool. But overall, as a narrative, it wasn't stunning. It was nowhere near bad. It was a really good story, but I don't know. It was lacking je ne sais quoi, right? I don't know what to vote for this one. What did you guys vote? I think I'm gonna go Alan Wake 2. I think, but I mean Spider-Man 2. You're gonna all the Baldur's Gate Magic cards. Oh, imagine. Coincidentally, I own 0 Baldur's Gate Magic cards. I have I think I've got like 20 or 30 D&D Magic cards. If you want to talk about Magic card collections, I have every single Doctor Who Magic card. But those ones were easier to collect than the D&D ones were. Gosh, you have Paradox Power and Time. They're so good. They're like, I have all 4. They're sitting behind me right here. They're begging to be taken apart and combined with other cards. They're really begging for it. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I think I'm gonna love Spider-Man 2. I think I'm gonna love Alan Wake. I've seen some varying takes on Alan Wake. I saw one YouTuber in particular use it as an example of people enjoying bad games, and I was just confused because it seems like a good game. It seems like a lot of people really like it. That one threw me through a loop, you know. But nonetheless, I feel like, I don't know, this is such a hard one to judge without having played any of them except for one. But synopsis wise, I feel like I don't know much about Alan Wake, to be honest. I don't know. It just, the aesthetic is what draws me in. I know I loved Spider-Man 1. And the story of Spider-Man 1 was really good. What's weird, Vec? Which part is weird? I don't know. This is a struggle for me. There's still 2 more categories after this one. Vec, what did you vote? Spidey doesn't fit this for you? Yeah, it feels weird that it's in here, but I also feel like I would like it more as like a cohesive narrative than Baldur's Gate 3. I really love the story of Baldur's Gate 3, but it feels less cohesive than Spider-Man. These two are weird to me because I'm not even thinking about them. I'm not even considering them. But I've never liked the stories of CD Projekt Red games. I don't know why exactly. I think it has more to do with the fan base than the actual games. Just all the conversation I see about them online is like, oh, the lesbian character won't have sex with me. Like, okay, sucks to be you, dude. Get over it. What are you talking about? Let her be. Jeez. So then it distracts me while I'm playing the game. I'm like, I don't want to think about this. Actually, I'll turn it off. I think I'm gonna vote for Alan Wake 2. You know, it feels nasty voting Out of the Dark like that, but I feel like out of all of these, I feel like the one that I'd play and like the most is Alan Wake. As much as I love Baldur's Gate 3, you know. You voted Alan Wake 2 simply due to the fact that Z can't drop the game? Oh yeah. Yeah, and I trust Z's judgment. Z Blee. Very good opinions from that guy, let me tell you. I skipped a category there, didn't I? Best game direction. Are these the same? One of them just has Resident Evil 4. That's so funny. Best game direction. I feel like Zelda. You like the story in Spider-Man 2 a lot, but when you went Baldur's Gate 3, you don't know enough about... Oh, but you went... Sorry. I misread that for a sec. I got confused. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 is a good pick. I think it's a great pick, but there's something about it that it's missing for me to say it's the best one. And I don't know what I don't know what that would be. That's just it, right? I love it. Anybody else who streams probably gets the pain, but when two people's names in chat are the same color, my brain, I'm reading Nova Fleet, who's in pink, and Matt Horton, who's in pink, and I'm like, who's who? I just glance over and the unique colors is all I look at. Mario Wonder deserves to win game direction just because they gave the devs no deadline. Oh yeah. You want that to be normalized? See, I'm iffy on that. As a developer myself, right? I want a deadline. I don't develop video games, to be clear. I have a degree in video game development, but I develop Sonar, which is pretty cool too. But I still need a deadline. If I don't have a deadline, things get wonky and weird, and you know, it makes work harder sometimes. That's how you end up with a lot of technical debt. So I want more games to have reasonable deadlines or malleable deadlines, but no deadlines is let's stay just shy of that, you know? Yeah, no crunch. If the thing about that, Matt, is when there is crunch, your product turns out bad. Because, like, imagine, like, your workers don't work efficiently or anything. And I had this conversation with higher up at the company I worked for recently, a few months ago, actually. We were talking about crunch, and they were like, yeah, so if you're staying 2 hours extra at the end of your day, you're going to come in tomorrow, and you're going to do half as good a job. Why not just come in your normal amount of hours and be 5 times better at your job than if you were working an extra 10 per week? Right? So yeah, I agree in that respect for sure. You don't work in video games either, but you do creative and graphic design, and having no deadlines is a nightmare. Yeah, it is. And then if you have no deadlines, but you have a client, the client will stretch it on forever. And you could just siphon their money, but like, that's not good either. Yeah, and thousands of ideas. I hope they do a little Mario Bros. Wonder 2 or an add-on or something like that. Some bonus levels. That'd be sick. Best game direction. I'm between these two, to be honest, Super Mario Bros. And Tears of the Kingdom, because they evolve the formula in such an interesting way. And I think I'm gonna go Mario Bros. Wonder. As much as I loved Tears of the Kingdom, I found myself avoiding the new mechanics more than I was using them. I would look at the new mechanics and I'd be like, yeah, that would be super cool, and I could spend 5 minutes making a machine to do this for me, but I want to see if I can do it without a machine. And that's a weird like for me personally as a player, right? I'm only one vote among thousands or whatever, so you know, but it's weird when a player feels that way. It's just me. I know I'm not everybody. I think I'm in the minority there, but I found myself not engaging with it in the way that I felt like I was supposed to. Super Mario Bros. Wonder felt like this really tightly constructed experience that just flowed so well. You played a similar way, never made it that many machines. Yeah, right? Like every time I got a new item, I'd use it and I'd play around with it. And then after that, I'd be like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. Bye-bye. That was it. Yeah. Game of the year, though. I gotta vote Baldur's Gate 3, I think. You know, Alan Wake 2 and Marvel Spider-Man 2 seem great and all, but I don't think... I never played those, so they can't win my vote. I played 3 out of 6 of... Yeah, 3 out of 6 of these. So, I feel like I gotta vote for one of the ones I actually played. Because if I was that excited for Spider-Man, I wouldn't have gotten Mario Bros. Wonder instead, right? Resident Evil 4 looks great, but I don't know anything about Resident Evil. As much as you love Mario Wonder, you think it's guaranteed Baldur's Gate 3 is gonna win? Maybe Tears of the... Yeah, I agree. I don't think anybody has a chance other than those two. And as much as I loved Mario Bros. Wonder, I still think Tears of the Kingdom is closer to my game of the year. But I also think there's just so much potential with games like Baldur's Gate 3, and it was nostalgic for me. And like when I was a kid, I used to play Baldur's Gate 2 a lot. And even like a few years ago, I streamed the entirety of Baldur's Gate 1. That was really good. So it was just like satisfying in a way, you know, after all this time to go back to Baldur's Gate. So that's my votes. Can I view all categories? Will it show me who I voted for? No. Lame. Yeah. I don't know. That was really good. Achieved. Voted in all categories. Cool. I didn't get the voted in 20 though. Yeah, so if you guys are unaware, my favorite event for stream and stuff like that all year is always the Game Awards. So I'm going to be co-streaming that on the 7th of December. You know, I like to get dressed up. I wear a suit. It's fun. You know, it's a really good time. And I hope to see you guys there. I'm going to stream it on YouTube and Twitch probably. That'll be my one, like I want to do one stream a month on YouTube. That'll be my one stream for December probably. Your commentary is the only reason you would watch the game. Well, it's just fun, you know, to have a watch party, right? I don't really care who wins or loses, but I love the vibe. It's just the atmosphere that I'm into, right? So, I don't know. And the first time I did it was for charity, and we raised so much money for charity. So good. But yeah, you guys should tune in on December 7th, 2023. Hang out, watch the Game Awards. It'll be great. We'll have some champagne, wear our fancy suits, right? Have a good time. But I think that's it for me for today. I just wanted to have a short stream, and it ended up being an hour and a half long. I thought I was going to stream for like a half hour, to be honest. I thought it was going to be super short. Got the Fall Guys uniform on standby. Hell yeah, I do. Let's go. But yeah, so that's it for me for tonight. It was really good seeing you guys. It's always a good time streaming, right? And it's been so long, and it's really nice to come back and see everybody hanging out and chatting. Really makes me feel appreciated. It brightens my day every single time. So, you know, thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for everybody who followed and subscribed and all that stuff too. It really does mean a lot. Just seeing you guys be here. If I go live and one person comes by, says hello and leaves, honestly, it makes me feel great. So anytime I get to hang out with y'all is a good time. I don't know when I'll be back. I want to do more streams more often. I realized I gotta make some new stream thumbnails for YouTube. So I might go and remake my little template, my low effort template that I use. And maybe I'll stream that. I don't know when. if you wanna find out when, I post notifications on Discord. You can find that on my channel pages on YouTube or Twitch if you want an invite. Or I also put it on Twitter, I guess. I don't know. I hate what Twitter is right now. It's so bad. But I'll continue posting on there for a little bit. I might start posting on Blue Sky too, but you know, I don't have that one linked yet. Either way, thanks for hanging out, guys, and I'll see you hopefully soon. Latest.
Now I can just
Not quite do it. Can you smell it? Are you happy with my mini skirt? Rocks.